Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Carpathian countryside. It is winter. Winter is here. How is everybody this evening? This fine evening. We're gonna see if we can do this first person like. And I've got a question for everybody here in a little bit. No. I would say no, we can't. This Manitou does not have the best visibility. Wisconsin Farmer, welcome to the stream. I don't think I recognize that name very often. Big Dazza, welcome. You can't find Western Wilds on the Mod Hub. I don't know why that would be. Anybody else know why that might be a thing? Tilt, up, down. There we go. Okay. What do you want to tell my my use of a joystick is limited to infrequent at best? Wayland, good evening. Good evening. Up. I really need a telehandler with a little bit more junk in the trunk, so to speak. Since it's winter time, we're just going to be topping off our production. Are you on, what platform are you on, Wisconsin Farmer? I mean, if you're on PC, I can link you to it. Or Mojo can now link you to it. I mean, one thing that is on the Mod Hub, see if you're maybe somehow viewing console only mods versus not. Maybe that's it. So like there's an option right like at the bottom. I don't know what the command is and what the wording is, but it's like show all mods or show, I don't know what the option is, but it's like just a subset of mods. Maybe you've accidentally filtered them out. Oh, that's there you go. But you know what I mean? That option where you can like you can pick if you see all mods or then there's another choice, but I don't know what that other choice is. And remember, Farm Sim is a lot of World of the Opposites. So it says show all mods, and it means you're not seeing all mods. So, I mean, I would think seeing crossplay would cause it to show up, but maybe, I don't know. I'm old school, and I prefer to look at the website mod hub, but again, that's not an option for. Right, that's not an option for console players. David, good evening. Good morning. We're going to be doing some things tonight. We're going to be, well, it's winter time, so we're going to be topping off production, topping off our animals. I've got some other things we need to do. We need to sell some things. I would ask you all's feedback for for something I can use to get rid of my manure and slurry. That ideally would be somewhat realistic. Oh, Sydney, it sounds great. Pulpit's great. One day, maybe one day, on the bucket list. Traveling to Australia will be something that can happen. Clearly, with just $46,000, Buying the biogas plant isn't an option. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to our Carpathian countryside gameplay. It is winter. Winter is here. Winter in Carpathia. I hope I did that right. It sounds right. I was tempted so badly to take out silage contract and 2 hay contracts. But I knew that we've done that so many times already that, I don't know. I just could not take myself to do that to you all. All right, I think we've topped that off. If I wasn't streaming it, I would have definitely done it because I could use the dollars. Yeah, we're trying to do it legit, right? So I can't just do that. So what I was saying, I'm looking for information on what sort of production I might have available to me to make use of slurry and manure in a pseudo-realistic fashion. I saw a manure pellet press that intrigued me a little bit, and that might be what I go with. But it was by Zodal Socket, something like that, where it takes manure or separated manure if you have pumps and hosiery, and basically presses the manure into a pellet that you can then sell. And the idea is it's used for heating. That sounded realistic-ish. Not out of the realm of possibilities. It wouldn't let me get rid of my slurry unless I made separated manure, and then I could do something with it. Thought about just putting down a separated manure separator, using it instead of straw for bedding. That's an option. And then I could take the manure and use the press for it. Yeah, I'm just looking for a somewhat realistic use of manure and slurry. Because I've got 103,000 liters of slurry. I think it's combining because I have the same amount of slurry on both cows and pigs. I find that nearly impossible. So I think it's a combined total. And we've had our first reproduction of Piggly Wigglies. We now have 8, 16, 24. We now have 48 pigs, I think. That's the number. We're going to have more cows here in a little bit. We're waiting until next month to sell our dried corn. Next month, we're going to sell our milk. Thinking about maybe selling some wheat because we have an overabundance of wheat. But I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, once you dry out manure, I'm pretty sure you can burn dried manure and it not stink. The stink is the, if I'm not mistaken, the stink comes from methane, which is coming from the bacteria breaking down the the organic material. But if there's no moisture, then in theory there's no bacteria. It's just material. Before we get moved on, and I am in the process of updating the credits as well. So hopefully at the end of the video, we're going to have new credits. But for now, this video is brought to you by Scott Page and Darren Manville. Thank you for being farmer barons. I mean, I've heard of people using like dried cow pies for like campfires and such. Top that off. I mean, I could always haul the slurry down to the BGA, I guess, and sell it. A whopping $35 per thousand. That'd earn me a couple $1,000 bucks, but so yeah. The manure pellet mod intrigued me as a production to take my manure and just process it into pellets, take separated manure and once again process that into pellets. I have no idea how much that factory costs. I'd have to look that up. Maybe when we're unloading the next load, I'll pull it up on the web. Pull it up on the website. Let's activate that. I put a little bit more corn in there in order to top this off. I kind of like what Mr. Hector did with the production here. This holds enough material for 1 month's worth of production run. So you gotta keep topping off your pig food making every month. It is, Farmer G, it is. That's where I look for it. Because quite honestly, I do not go anywhere else to look for mods. I'm not going to endorse a mod that I don't have a legit download source for. And quite frankly, it's just too much effort. Too much effort to try to figure out where things are legit. And, you know, I have no problem with itch.io. Thoroughly recommend itch.io sites, but I have zero clue how to find anything without already knowing it's out there and where to look. So here we are on the Giants mod hub, and what it is, I searched for slurry, and this is what we got: the manure pellet production. It costs $75,000. This mod includes dung pellet production and a sell point. Dung pellets can be sold at the warehouse market or burned at the power plant for the best price. If you have pumps and hoses, then you can also take and make pellets with separated manure. So I could make pellets with manure, and then I could take my slurry, make separated manure, and then make that into pellets. So your 1,000 liters of manure yields 500 liters of pellets. 1,000 liters of separated manure yields 800 liters of pellets. Yeah. What I really wish we would see here. I'm not a fan of that. Take that sign down. Maybe I can get it without a sign. What I really wish they would do on anything that was a on anything that is a production mod is I really wish they would show the recipe. Right? What are your inputs? What are your outputs? I looked here for the rest of this stuff, and I honestly did not see too much in the way of production that involves slurry. This makes slurry. I'm not interested in making slurry. I'm interested in processing slurry. Saw this biotank. Biotank is a sell point for slurry. I kind of want to do more with it other than just put down a place that sells it for a better price. So what do y'all think? Do you know of anything? That's pseudo within the realm of realistic reason. Yeah, I agree. Fert's a bit cheaty because one, you can sell fertilizer for a massive amount of money, typically, and two, it's just it's too much of a cash cow. It's just fine if all you want to do is make a ton of money, but this gameplay is more of a grind than anything else. Right before I fired us up, I saw I've got 88 hours. 88 hours on this particular game save at this point. Too bad you can't make it dump out both sides at once. That'd be neat if you could. I didn't see how much this thing holds. I'll put one more trailer in here. Then we'll go and do something else. Not a lot off stream. I did play a fair bit last night and today, trying to get all of those contracts done and the harvests done. I've got a mental block in, and I don't want to be doing for you all the same thing time after time after time after time. Otherwise, I would have taken another hay contract out on the big field, taken a silage grass contract out on the field right beside it, because it's decent money. But that would have been probably a good 5 hours of gameplay. So 17,000 liters in this thing. But, you know, if things work out, I'd like to move on to move through winter tonight. I'd like to be in February or March come end of stream. Let me get these credits fixed here real quick. Alright. Oh, it does? Nice. Well, then we might go exit, download it, put it in, and start it up again. Yeah, that's enough food for these guys. I was checking the for sale. Nothing super awesome for sale. We'll have to see what the ratio of slurry to pellets are. My guess is slurry to pellets are not that good because it's all water, right? So I think you're going to lose a lot of slurry to the amount of pellets you make. So it may still be beneficial to convert it over to separate manure, because that seemed to have a pretty good yield to it. What am I doing, man? That's all I wanted to do. Till January. We're gonna get a better milk price in January, I believe. So before we sleep, let's look at our prices. So if we were going to sell our wheat, we need to do that today. Milk is milk's pretty dang good right now. Then our dried corn. Dried corn is going to be next month. Let's do this milk now. Yeah, separated slurry is probably... Yeah, that's okay. But I need another 30,000 to be able to afford the production. Chris, welcome. Well, I've got an aversion for anything forestry. I've done so much forestry, I have no real desire to do forestry ever again. That's well before Platinum came out. So back in FS19, in FS19, I would have done seasons gameplay, and I would have not fast forwarded through the winter months. I would have cut trees and done logs and stuff during the winter months without fast forwarding time. And I would almost always do it with a chainsaw and a bucket, not a bucket, but forks, and manually transport the logs. And that pretty much said no more forestry, I'm done. So the only time I do forestry now is when it's absolutely required. And growing up, I've got an aversion of forestry anyway. Because growing up, I had to heat 3 houses with firewood. And, yeah. As a young preteen, teenager, honestly, the last thing that I wanted to be doing was going out in the woods and lifting logs up onto a wood splitter, or taking a splitting mow and splitting them myself, because I mean, I don't know why, we always ended up with the most knottiest of wood, and trying to split knotted wood is not the funnest of things. So yeah, I made a couple decrees when I was old enough to make those decrees. One, I would never, ever, ever heat my house with wood. Two, I would never, ever, ever have a garden, because we also had a massive garden growing up, and I had like a my duty was to run the tiller, and it was like, I don't know, a 10 horsepower tiller. It was a big tiller, and well, the handles on the tiller would give me kidney shots every time I hit a rock. It would jump the tiller and bam into your side. And I also made a decree I was never going to pick up potatoes and put them in a sack ever again. And what do we have coming out in a couple months? Premium, where we have carrots. And parsnips. Never had a parsnip. What do parsnips taste like? Is it like, I don't know, what does a parsnip taste like? But if I wanted money, yeah, I could go up in the woods and I'd have a pretty good chunk of change pretty quick. Parsnips taste like perfume? Well, that doesn't sound very, very appealing. All right, let me run. I'm not very good at math, so let me run this idea through you guys and see if it makes any sense. So the recipe for pig food requires 8 units of sorghum, 6 units of wheat. Okay? 8 and 6. So to figure out how much wheat I need based on how much sorghum I have, this is what I thought I needed to do. And maybe it's completely not right, or maybe it's sound. I don't know. Because again, I'm horrible at math. So if I take 20,264, and if I divide that by 8, because remember it's 8 units of sorghum. So if I divide that by 8, I get a number. Let's do it. See what we get. I get, no, that's not divide by 8. That's the wrong number. I get 2,533. There, that's what I get. My thought process is if I multiply that by 6, that's how much wheat I need. And then the rest of this wheat is up for sale. Because if I have 15,198 of wheat, then I'll be able to use up all of my 2,264 of sorghum for my recipe. Where is it? For my pig food. And I'd be good. Then I'd be completely out of sorghum. I'd be completely out of wheat. I got more than enough sunflowers and more than enough potatoes. Does that sound like sound logic? I don't know. Math is a struggle for me, to say the most. I have never had a sweet potato and don't really want to. So that doesn't help much. Never had a yam. Nope. Alright, so... we need to take this down to the, not down to Paradise City, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. No. We gotta take this over to the train. Oh, it's snowing outside. I need to put that, what's that display mod that shows you the weather temperature now? It's like a blizzard. We need to get this sold before the snow sticks. Thank you, Mojo, for affirmation. At least one other person thinks my math is sound. I think what we'll do is we'll just sell 90,000 liters of wheat. That'll be three trips. No, that's not the dump point, silly. The dump point is down here. Well, based on your all's input, it doesn't sound like I should be trying to eat a parsnip. If they taste like perfume, or if a sweet potato is like perfume, then I don't know. That's a little concerning. Oh, Schultz likes perfume. Tukey thinks sweet potatoes are gross too. I mean, I'm not putting curdled milk on fries either. Do you also eat the cranberry jelly that is shaped like a can? You're both completely wrong. You're both completely wrong. The best part about Thanksgiving is the fried turkey. But then mixing the fried turkey with mashed potatoes. That is the best part. Cranberry jelly is awesome. Well, more for you. Dang it. Oh, come on. All right, so 406 and rising. 406 and rising. I don't know. Should I wait till tomorrow and see what the wheat price is? Or should I try to get it all at 406? I mean, tomorrow will still be December. Oh my gosh, it's blizzard. Tomorrow might be snowed in tomorrow. I will trade you your pumpkin pie for a chocolate peanut butter pie. With no that meringue topping. No, that's wrong. It needs to be just a whipped topping. Oh, Chris, the wife made apple pie last night. No, I'm not an apple person. Apples should be not cooked. Did I just see a snowman in the middle of the road? I think I'm gonna haul all 90,000 today. We're gonna see what the prices are tomorrow, and then we'll sell tomorrow, because then I don't have to worry about being snowed in. That's what we're going to do. So, let's move on to the next planned discussion point. Do you know I have these planned discussion items when we stream? You may not know that. Some days I do, some days I don't. Tonight, I do. So, the question is this. Question is, where did I go wrong with this concept of scoring maps? I just don't understand. It is dark. It is dark. What I just don't understand is, before FS22 ever released, I thought to myself, well, how can I take and make my map videos stand out over everybody else? Right? And one of those thoughts was to provide a score and to have this score represent how well any one given map reflected the new gameplay items that was in FS22. Because at the time I felt we were seeing way too many recycled maps. Way too many maps, basically just having the minimal efforts put in. And coming forward, way too many things with just FS13 and 15 textures. Totally low res. And I thought, well, you know, if we scored maps on how well they played to FS22's new stuff, that would be unique. No one has done that as far as I knew. And it seems like it would have been a fairly safe bet for what people are interested in. But it seems that players don't really care if, you know, you can actually do things on the map. It seems that I guess beauty over actual function seems to be the preference these days. If it's beautiful, then I don't really care if you can not do anything else on it. It just looks pretty, I guess. That's what people care about. So today I had a comment, right? I had a comment. Replied to the comment. And seriously, the response was something like, because it was Tuki, it was actually that very statement. It was yet another biased review from me. Biased review. I looked up the definition of bias just to make sure I understood what bias meant. And I was like, okay, so a biased review based on factual information. And I said, can you not sell everything that you can grow? And their rebuttal was, this is farm simulator, not selling simulator. Really? Clearly, you have never grown something into discovered it was completely useless. So, I don't know. I'm about done. About done with it. And I also know that I'm preaching to the choir here. So, the feedback I'm going to get from you all is going to be, right, it's going to be different from the air quote haters, because the air quote haters won't come and watch my gameplay because, one, I'm not on the maps that they like, and two, I don't blindly praise everything that is popular. Not that I don't like a map. Another oddity is apparently if a map scores low, I hate it. Because everything must be somehow opinion related, or somehow have emotion involved in it. And that's frustrating. It's very frustrating. Because I've given a 5 out of 5 on a lot of maps that I have had zero. I've had negative interest in. Not just zero interest, like let me delete this because I can't get it off my system fast enough. Yet, it met all the criteria of a well-designed FS22 game-playable map. So, you hear it here first. Whenever the next FS comes out, I am no longer going to be evaluating the map on any sort of gameplay. F it all. You're going to get, here's all your shit. Can you do anything with it? I don't fucking know. Figure it out your own goddamn self. Now, with that said, stuffing's okay. Stuffing's okay. I don't like stuffing with oysters in it or liver. I don't like stuffing with oysters or liver. Alright, back to this. Now, since I am one stubborn son of a bitch, I will be continuing to score FS22 maps until FS22 is replaced. Because I am one SOB, and therefore every FS22 map will be based upon the same criteria. Because again, I am one of the most stubborn individuals you will ever run across. So that was not a snowman, that was just a sign. Alright, it is getting too flippin' dark. You can't see anything. I'm going to sleep, and then we'll see what we can sell this wheat for. And then we'll move on to topic number 3. Holy crap. Schultz, I think we need a race in the dark. We need to do a night race. What track should we night race at? Ideally, it would be a track with no lights. and then when you crash, right, you don't have headlights. Oh. Dang, it's dark at 5 p.m. Which I guess is real, right? Alright, we're gonna go 9 a.m. Let's hope the market did not crash. No, we're not right. No, I'm talking about ACC. I'm talking about ACC. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, someone had made some statement. If I didn't use stars, it wouldn't be so emotionally upsetting. What? An icon is instilling a bunch of disgust? Okay. Where are we? What's our price? 435 and falling. Okay. Sell, 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 sell. So the fact I use a star implies something. How do I want to visit you? Oh, wrong thing. Train is arriving soon. It's 5 kilometers away. Well, Schultz, if I was artistic, yeah. But I don't know how to create a graphic, a dynamic graphic that can then be used in Premiere to change. So I have available to me the stock graphics that I can find and or use from subscription sites, and sadly they're things like stars. Emulated Andy, thank you for coming out. Well, and what I mean, yeah, I know people look at thumbnails and then immediately make a statement, because they'll say 3 out of 5, and it's like the map didn't get 3 out of 5, it got 3.75. But all you saw was 3 of those stars. I don't have the ability to make 3/4 of a star, because again, I am not creative in one iota as far as artistic fortitude. Heck, I make my thumbnails in a video editor. I can't even make my thumbnails in Photoshop because Photoshop confuses the heck out of me. That was my point, Emulated Andy. I thought a scoring based on how well a map actually played toward the game it was designed was a good idea. But apparently it's not, because apparently people don't really care. At least the most vocal, probably the most vocal minority don't care. And sadly, that's how this world is run nowadays, by the Karens. Because the non-Karens, well, they don't speak up, because you know what, they're fine with it. And if you're fine with it, then you don't speak up. It's like reviews. Not map reviews. Product reviews. Schultz recently got a really cool monitor. Really nice monitor. And I'm sure he loves it. Sure, it meets every expectation that he had. Probably 99% chance he will not rate that monitor on the website that he bought it from. Now, if the monitor showed up and didn't meet expectations and had a bunch of dead pixels, there's a 100% chance he'd be upset, and he would, like, you know, call him and ask for a refund or a return exchange, right? And if the company wasn't so responsive, there's a much greater chance that he would do a review on how awful it is. Right? And that's one of the problems with reviews, is the vast majority of the reviews are possibly going to be coming from people who had a sour experience and therefore feel emotionally motivated to tell everyone else about that experience, as opposed to someone who's had a positive experience if you write a review for everything that you've ever had a positive experience on, you'd be writing a lot of reviews. Now, I highly recommend, speaking of this, that you go over to the Giants Mod Hub, in-game Giants Mod Hub, and rate mods that you've downloaded, rate maps you've downloaded. Oh, they use stars, don't they? Oh, that's interesting. If you've downloaded Court Farms, please go to the Mod Hub, downloadable content menu, give it a rating that you feel it deserves. If you feel it deserves a 5-star rating, give it 5 stars. If you feel it deserves something other than 5 stars, feel free to give it that rating. $43,000. Okay. Alrighty, let's do this. We're gonna save. We're gonna quit. I know it just saved. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to search SLURRY. Oh shoot. How is this even possible? What was this thing called? Manure or something? Here it is. This is it. Install. And let's go over here. Right. Oh, what? Oh, maybe we should update this while we're here. I'm not using it, but what the heck? Let's update it. Okay. Installed. Look, rate and give it a rating. Right. Right. Give it a rating. Oh, hold on. Let's rate this. I'm gonna it a 4 because I think it produces way too fast. But I like the idea. Mr. Simulation, what is up? And what I've said it before. Yeah, but I took points off because I can't sell a building. I did, because that's part of the metric. Because you can build farms. You can rearrange farms in 22. If this was FS17, I wouldn't do that because you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Because you're stuck with the way it's built. But in FS19, you could change things. In FS22, you can change things. So if the player wants to change things, it might be important that they understand that they cannot change things. Okay. But if you don't care and you don't want to change anything, then disregard my statements about how you can't change anything because it doesn't materially affect you. Oh, where is this at? I'm an idiot because I didn't activate it. Dark Moon, what is up? Catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. All right, but enough on that. We're not going to rant on that all night. Brent, what is up? I feel a little better now. I was feeling a little disappointed earlier. $75,000. So this is going to take manure, make manure pellets, and then our manure pellets. Because I don't have the heating place. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Okay. Where are we at now? We're in December. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Where am I at? Then we need to make it January is what we need to do. Let's get some manure production going. I would guess that would probably be something that map authors would struggle with, is figuring out where they want their next project to be. Oh, it's slippery. It's not. Ah, there you go. Farmer G. Maybe I'll try that out on the next video. Oops, the next map. A little surprised we had just one mod drop this week on Tuesday. Well, maybe we had one on Monday. I guess this thing probably holds a ton of manure. Yeah, ton of manure. And it processes pretty quick. So I'm just going to load up a little bit now. I can see that, Schultz, because it just came out of just came off of FarmCon. They did have some number of folks over at TwitchCon. So spreader, you can't dump a spreader. I mean, I could dump it into a trailer and then come over here and unload it. But you can't tip a spreader. I mean, you could do that, right? Or I could roll up with our trailer pack and do that. So we could do this. Remember back in 17, I watched a video on how to make courseplay load and unload manure piles, like to load up a manure spreader with a bucket. And now in 22, we just need to roll up a trailer next to it. Oh my gosh, this thing must hold like 1,000,000 liters. We're definitely getting dried corn. Oh, it's in the back. We're definitely selling that in January. So go ahead and load that up. We don't have to feed our animals. We're good. The only downside of that thought is the thumbnails, right? I kind of like that all the thumbnails of 22, for the most part, look the same. But I can get over it. Nice. Okay. We can't sell back at the corn dryer. So off to the transport company we go. Activation. I like this road. The frosted edges. I'm gonna drive through town. See what this place is. I used the corn dryer to make dried corn because we could sell dried corn for a couple hundred per 1,000 more than regular corn. I kind of like this mod because it doesn't make dried corn like stupid profitable compared to regular corn. It's definitely more profitable than regular corn, but it's not like, really out of the whack. So 8.33 for dried corn, whereas regular corn is, 500. So we need propane and corn to make dried corn. Oh, wait. I forgot. This doesn't actually go to the grain sell point. It goes over to where production would be. So it's going to look a little silly, but... Rabbit Rob, what is up? So, 25, 6, 7, 8, 28,000. All right, now. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're going to test something. Big. figure it out later. How much is that? If you'll bear with me for one more brief diversion back to the in-game mod hub. For the magic of paint and terraform anywhere. Because this is going to save my bacon. Where is it? Which one of you is not checked? Because paint and terraform anywhere, it also lets you place things anywhere. So I don't have to buy $55,000 worth of land for the sake of simply putting down a sell point. I gotta buy the dumb sell point anyway. We'll pretty it up another day. Now, how much did that cost me? $40,345. Dang it. Okay. It's as if we never bought it. Are you playing with bath toys again, Tuki? Oh, that's a road. I like that road. So the wife made a statement this morning. She's like, I really like some chili. So I made some chili for her today. And I don't know what happened, but it's as salty as all get out. Oh, it is salty. We're trying to save it with some potatoes. She cut up some potatoes and dunked in there. We're hoping that sucks up the salt. Alright, so we need to restock our pig food. For sure. I think our cows have reproduced. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Next month they'll reproduce. We do have the ability to put down our separated manure now. So this needs to be within range of liquid manure. I guess to draw it out of. I was going to put it here. Oh, it's 60K. So that's what she had also read. She had read something about lemon juice. I didn't know how well lemon juice would go in chili. So she was going to try that, and she said that didn't help. So she dumped potatoes in there. So we need wheat. We need sorghum. Wheat, sorghum, sunflowers, potatoes. We need 20,000 liters of sorghum, 15,000 liters of wheat, 10,000 liters of sunflowers, and 5,000 liters of potatoes. I can't turn that on from here. Guess the next time next month will be the last month we run pig food for a while. And we need to plant more sorghum next year. And then our bucket, our telehandler is over there by the separator, right? Storage is empty. Oh. Are you serious? Storage is empty. I got slurry. Tell me you're expecting that. Or are you expecting this? Well, now I have to go get rid of this somewhere. So I guess we're still at the VGA. This venture is getting expensive. Can't turn it on. It says storage is empty. And it's totally in range. When I put it down, you could see it was within the circle. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it talks of liquid manure, unless it's just a horrid translation. I mean, it's right there. There's the animal pen. The animal pen doesn't have a slurry output. The cows don't have a slurry output. Because they go here and over there. And we pulled this slurry out of that tank. So let's do a little test. Let's do a little test. First off, we need some money. So we're just gonna plop this here. Ta-da! Now it works. Dominic, if you want to rent a game server from somewhere like G-Portal, no, you do not need a second copy. If you wish to run your own server off your own piece of machinery, off your own secondary computer, then yes, you do need a second copy. And that is because when you launch the server, it's launching the game in a non-graphical environment. And as such, you need to have basically the install code you use to run the server needs to be different than the install code you use to connect to the server. But if you rent a server from G-Portal or some other dedicated server host, then you do not need a second copy because the server host has that copy for you. All right, so let's go and decide that let's go to this other town. Welcome. So yeah, we use G-Portal servers. They have pretty good speed, and overall they offer up to 25 gigs of mod space. Those that love their mods. Oh, let's do something with this. Pellet sell point. Oh, I know, right? I want to see what this thing's going to offer me for a price. So now we know. Are you freaking serious? Well, that's completely not worth it. That is totally not worth it. All right, so we've blown a ton of money on something that is completely not worth it. Before I go and do anything, cows are going to reproduce tomorrow. They've got food. They've got food. There's nothing to do today, this month. Oh, I know, Farmer G. I'm gonna go in later. I'm gonna tweak something. I'm gonna make it worth it. I think, what? I think if it was... What's the best price? Well, I mean, 120. $120 is... That's honestly about where I was going to put it. We just can't reap any rewards until August. So, I mean, I'd be willing, yeah. For the amount of pellets that I think we can make, I guarantee this thing holds a stupid level of pellets. Yeah, I mean, look. It's going to hold a stupid level of pellets. I'm willing to do that. Okay. Let's jump back here. Making it 120 per thousand off of... All I gotta do is put a raw material in of It's worth 30 something per thousand. It's not stupid good money. But I mean, it has still been the same 120 price, right? I think they are, Delilah. I think it's one too many joints, I think, to keep track of or whatever. I mean, we have no other use for all this manure. I mean, I was happy with, right? I was happy with the dried corn price. And the manure is probably not running because of the silly snow. I'll move that all over later. Anything else? Really good pricing. Wheat, we're done. We can't sell any more wheat. Sunflowers. Oh, we could sell some sunflowers next month. Corn. So we'll sell sunflowers. Next month. Since we won't be able to make any more pig food. Then we'll be back into spring. Sunflowers. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Hope she's feeling a little better. Can make up for it. Right? Next week. Next week. You need to make up for it. Hope you didn't lose any sales because of the register. Not registrar. The register issue. You know, it's something we didn't do. Not like we have any money. I think we'll get a better price tomorrow, February 2nd. You figure? Yeah, the joys of being your own boss, right? The idea of, oh, if I'm my own boss, I can do whatever I want when I want. But then you really can't do that either, because now you've got all sorts of responsibilities. There's a grocery. Well, it's kind of a grocery store. There's a grocery store around us. It's called Sharp Shopper. They have a few. They have a few stores in Pennsylvania and Virginia. They basically sell overstock from, you know, tons of other grocery store type places. So there's odd flavors from time to time. Like I saw a peach cobbler Pop-Tart once. I was like, what? Or you see weird cereals and other things. Or you'll see generic brands that you've never heard of in your life. But you can get some decent deals. Right? You can get, like, let's say, used to be you could get like a can of green beans for like 50 cents. And they still do not use barcode scanners. So everything in the store has a sticker price. Literally a little sticker. And everything when you go to the cash register is rung up by price. Right? So looking for the price, they're typing in, you know, 50, and then they type in, you know, 10 because you got 10 cans. And I don't know, I'm just surprised every time I go there that they're literally entering the prices by hand. It's like, how much did you work today? Every minute we were open. Sometimes they have really good prices, other times it's like, that's not a discount. Well, that's it. No more pig food after that. What we have better last. So we are at, yep, we can make just a little bit more and then we're done. But we have 211,000 made up. We got plenty of forage made up. We have 50,000 liters of manure made up. Go haul some more sunflowers. Yeah, I don't know where all this weird stuff comes from, but like they'll have like My Little Pony cereal. It's like, what is this? They have lots of interesting off-season seasonal items. Wacky 678, thanks for the sub. I have not. I have not bought that cereal, but if I do, I know where to send it. I have someone's address, remember? I think we're going to meet the goal. I wanted to get to February, or I wanted to get to March. I think we're going to get to March. Hope you're ready for ACC tomorrow afternoon. We're going to be at Imola in Italy. That's the venue that F1 did not race at this year because of the flooding. That's going to be a members only stream. So look for that to happen around 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night we're going to be on American Truck Simulator. On our Sunday night convoy night, as we await patiently the release of 148, which then hopefully will also then indicate the release of Oklahoma. What part of the track do you not like? And you can't say all of it. Oh, we got snow again. $840 in climbing. Well, I mean at that. I'll keep fast forwarding time until it doesn't climb anymore. You only there's 4. Which 4? $841. I mean that downhill, right? That downhill where then it goes into a right-hander, into another right-hander, into a left-hander, then coming back up the hill. That one probably was going to catch out a lot of folks. $841. It's an update every hour. $842. Grenade Racer, a little late. Well, thanks for dropping by. Right? Let's see where it is at 3. And I'm gonna call it. That's where it's gonna land out. All right, go. The chicane, yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I'm not a big fan of the last 2 corners. That must be one heck of a downhill because I feel like I gotta get on the brakes a lot earlier than I think I need to. The dip, it's okay. It's okay. Just trail brake through it. You're good. Yeah, the final 2 set of 90s. It's just, There we go. $56,000. Let's try this thing home. I'm fairly sure I lose a lot of time in the dip because Wednesday there were lots of laps where I was well in the green before the dip, and then after the dip I was pretty much even time. But you know, I feel like I could run a lap time that I could run pretty consistently. And hopefully I can play the long game. And others that are trying to maybe push a little too hard will do that very thing and push a little too hard and end up being able to capitalize on their misfortune. Farmer-KLEIN, what's up? And then I think I don't think the Ferrari's gearing is the best. I feel like I have to, I'd rather not shift down into first. I feel like I have to shift down into first a few times in order to keep the engine up. Turn on. Storage is empty. Storage is not empty. How that? How is storage empty? When storage right here has 142,000 liters. Oh, it's not turned on. Yeah, that's not turned on. It's turned on now. Sorry, I didn't have it turned on. So I think the manure pellet thing, for the purpose of getting rid of slurry, is a failed experiment. I think it's fine with respect to getting rid of manure, but to get rid of slurry, it doesn't seem to be so hot. Because for whatever reason, I can't get rid of the manure separation doesn't work. Where are we taking our milk? I guess the bakery. Although the grocery's right here. Last time we tried to sell the bakery, it was full. I just noticed something.
And here we see the wild farmer in his natural habitat, the farm. Watch him as he elegantly glides through the city trying to sell milk.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was funny. Check it out. It's winter. Yeah. It's winter. And they've got all the chairs and tables covered. That is so cool. That was funny. Thank you, Farmer Ben. That was funny. Anybody wondering what that was? That was a stream interaction that you can do. There is a link down in the description for the website where you can purchase interactions and put the interaction on the screen. Alright, so I feel that, is this, no, that's, we have Series 7. We have a Series 6. And then we would have a Series 8. Oh, we could go all dudes. How much is this? 131? We could sell that. Time for an upgrade, everybody. Time for an upgrade. I don't know when I muted. I know I had to cough a little bit. I don't know. Did I mute before or after I mentioned that that integration was a was something you put up on screen down in the description? I feel like I may have coughed after that. I don't remember. Liquid lime spreading. Uh-oh, what do we got?
I need you to help me, to help you, to help you, to help you, to help me, to help you upgrade your tractor.
Ah. See how much fun that is. You're gonna help me, help you, help me, help you, help me, help you. There may have been another help you there. Wait, what? How is this? Oh, it's not in the folder. Well, okay. So it wasn't obvious that I was quiet for a long time? Good. I would like you, thank you. With this, can I buy it? Can I buy it? Can I buy it? Oh, I can. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Doing a little disco dance. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's angry. So, what I was getting at is I think I'm going to cut my costs, cut my losses. I think I'm going to get rid of the manure separator because it doesn't seem to be wanting to function properly. Even with a pumps and hoses storage tank right next to it. What we do need to do is put our new tractor to work. And that's where we're going to call it an evening, everyone. Thank you all for coming out and, well, hearing my bit of a rant earlier and being supportive as much as I knew you all would be. Of course, we're going to try that suggestion, Farmer G, of just dropping the score off the thumbnail entirely. And then, you know what? They won't have stars. They'll just have a number. And if they're really just getting all worked up over stars, that seems awful silly. But that's the world we live in now. A world of silly. We're going to be back, like I said, members only stream tomorrow afternoon. ACC over at Imola. We'll be back, as I said, ATS tomorrow night. Running Oklahoma, well, not Oklahoma, running around, hoping we eventually get Oklahoma released sometime this month. That's my hope. Till next time, happy farming. Oh, Delilah, it was a good one.